What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Santa One here, and we're back again. And we're here with a new layout. So that's because we are in a brand new room today. That's because we have a couple of rooms in my house that are just getting renovated, and mine has to be re-renovated. So this is what we're doing here. But today we have what has been long awaited, at least in my personal collection here, and this is kind of a sad story, but also kind of an annoying story, and also a very this is one of those figures where I'm very glad that I have it finally, but at the same time the story of how I got it is very annoying, and just I could have almost done without this figure if I had to go through that trouble again to deal with the end results. So, little backstory. But before we do that, get into the backstory, we are taking a look at the Studio Series 105 Deluxe Class Rise of the Beasts Mirage. And what a beautiful looking figure this is. I do love the Porsche. I love the 90s Porsche. I totally dig it. It is just wonderful. I also dig the box art. I love that the box art is basically him in his concept in his concept form with his mask. I totally dig that, and that is not what is in here, fortunately. So, and I say fortunately because the mainline one had the mask, and this one did not. But this one this figure here is just much better. So obviously on the box here you got Rise of the Beast Mirage, Mirage down here, 105 Mirage with one gun. Even though he comes with two, or he should come with two, excuse me. And on the side of the box here, you got Mirage. On the back of the box here, you got Mirage here, Mirage there. You got, it's official, it's a Porsche, and it's licensed. So, now we're going to get the box out of the way and bring the figure back in. Now, we're going to get back to that backstory of how I acquired this figure. So, first thing, I acquired this figure weeks ago. When I say weeks ago, I mean like 2 weeks ago. Or maybe not 2 weeks ago. I acquired it maybe a week and a half ago. Almost 2 weeks ago. It did not arrive until, I was about ready to go to the Wasatch Comic-Con. And I was literally on my way out the door when I remembered I had to stop back at my house for something. And I had already paid $40 for this. I'd already paid $40 for this. I was not happy about that. And then on top of that, when the guy got there, when the postman got there, I had to pay an extra $10 on shipping. And on top of that, when it did arrive, I noticed that it had been opened. And also upon that, I also had noticed that it had been opened and closed twice. And the figure had several... The figure, as you'll see when we get into transformation, has several transformation bits that are very stressed that should not be there after just a straight up unboxing. So there was that, and I had to deal with a seller that was cursing at me and not happy because I just simply asked him if he was going to ship it because he was 4 days over the time he was supposed to ship it. So, I mean, this review I could have almost done without, because this morning when I went to Target, I found this dude sitting on the shelf on sale, no less. So that's the point that I'm trying to make, is that don't waste your money going and buying from scalpers. Don't ever do that. Learn your lesson and move on from life. But that being said, now that we do have the figure, it is good enough to do a transformation, and it is going to be sitting on my shelf with my Rise of the Beast collection. So, anywho, let's get on with this figure. Now, like I said, Porsche 911 on the box. It looks very good. In the figure, it looks okay. I mean, if all of this stuff lined up and was painted and wasn't a paneled mess, I would totally say this is a 100% guaranteed. Go out there, go 100% buy this. Not too bad. Also, to get it into vehicle mode, is so convoluted. I'm not going to show you how to get it into vehicle mode because it's much easier to get it in from vehicle mode into robot mode. So, yeah. But anyways, like I said, Porsche, beautiful. Here's the bottom. Here's his wonderful looking face. Oh, hey, cool, you're still alive. All right then. All right, yeah, you still alive too. So, anyways, he comes with one accessory. He comes with one gun. That honestly is just sad. If you ask me, it's just kind of sad. So, whatever. We can do it. We'll deal with it. And you can store this on him in vehicle mode. There are these two tabs, or no, there's these two slot connections, and there are these two tab pieces that go right on into there, and voila! Now he has a transmission. So. Finally, the one transformer that finally has a transmission incorporated into the vehicle mode. So, but to transform him, we can't have this in there. So, and we're not going to transform him right away. So, no, we got to get into some scale comparisons. That's right, we haven't forgotten scale comparisons. No, sir, we have not. First scale comparison, here he is next to Rise of the Beasts RC. And as you can see, they're just wonderfully scaled together. Just wonderfully. Here he is next to Deluxe class Bumblebee. To which, honestly, he was probably the better of the companions than him, in my opinion. Here he is next to Voyager class Optimus Prime Studio Series. Here he's next to Rise of the Beast Voyager Cheetor. And finally here he is next to Rise of the Beasts Rhinox. I was going to get Air Razor out, but she was just not wanting to cooperate with me in getting out of her cage, so I left her in there. I'm leaving her in there. Yep. Alright, so to transform this thing, it's not simple. Let me put it to you this way. If you're buying this for anybody, like, 8 years, I can't guarantee you this is going to look exactly the same when an 8-year-old handles this. Okay? So, to start things off, you're just basically going to come to the back section here, and you're just going to untab it. Then you're going to come to this back section of the roof, kind of just untab this whole section. Like, you're going to come to the bottom here and push it up, and it will just untab from the legs. There we go. This tab here goes right on into the legs down there. So, you're going to basically do that. Bring this whole thing up like so. And there's not really a set way to do this, but I tend to do it this way. Shove it up like this and do like that. And we can work on the legs. So first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to come to the wheel here, do that, come down to this section here, flip that down, bring this back all the way in, all the way. Probably should have done that first, so I'll flip all this down like so. Then bring the wheel all the way in, like so. And this is where we're about to get really annoyingly stupid. I'm going to rotate this all the way around first before we do anything else, if this hasn't untabbed itself by now. So let it untab itself, and basically just rotate these guys all on inward, all at the first, because this will make the transformation so much easier in the long run. So then you're going to take these wheel well sections, bring them down, come to these door sections here, and you're going to untab them from the front section here, and you're going to just kind of bring them and rotate them all the way back down like this. Just bring them down. You don't have to do anything else with it yet. Just kind of untab it. Or firstly, you're supposed to bring this all the way, bring this down a little bit, then rotate the door, and then you're going to bring this back all the way like this, rotate this up, make sure this door swings all the way down like so, and make sure that the legs are looking in this coordination, like these panels here. This is the best transformation that I have personally found how to make these legs work. So then you're going to once again bring this all the way down, rotate this all the way forward, bring this back, and then bring it forward like that. And then you're going to, I don't know if I can get this on camera here, but there's a waist joint down here. It's going to untab itself from there, and it's going to bring itself all the way down, and then you're going to rotate at the waist. Come on, like so. And then you're going to rotate this all the way back up on a different hinge, and then have this L joint collapse back in, and it just clips all of that inward. And then you're basically done with the legs all together. So get them out of the way. Now we can work on the front. So the front is very, very annoying, and getting him into robot mode or getting him into car mode is just very convoluted. So lift this up, bring this out just a little bit. These tab in up in here. You're gonna untab them, and then lift up or bring down the chest just enough to a point where we can get these arms to basically kind of just undo themselves. There's a stress tab. They basically undo themselves coming down off of a hinge down here. So basically, there you go. You have to, it's a very, very tight peg and a very, very tight little clear plastic tab there. I don't like this. I'm not saying don't do this, because this is how you get him into car mode and you get him out of car mode. But this is very, very, very sketchy. Hasbro, you need to fix this. This transformation is too convoluted here. So bring these wheels all the way back like so. But don't worry, we're almost done here. So the horror show is about to end. Take these chest piece sections, make sure they're on the double hinge, bring it all the way down like so. Basically make sure that all of this stuff is supposed to straighten out like so. But we're not done. We're not done yet. Not quite done yet. We need to bring this back all the way so we can fold the front end and the front headlights of the Porsche all the way in. Once again, this is not something I'm very proud of that Hasbro has done. To hide this in the instructions or in the box, it just has him like this. Okay, just has him sitting in box like this. This is not how you transform him at all. In the instructions, it tells you to bend this down and completely shove it past there's a gap in his neck back there that you have to shove it past, and just, no, the silver paint scratching, I can already see it and hear it. It's just annoying. Then you want to bring these shoulders back all the way up so that they're actually looking good enough to be shoulders. Straighten up the legs. Straighten up his long ass legs. Wait, where's his weapon? Let's bring in his weapon. Put it in one of his two arms. Shove it in his hand. And there you have Studio Series Rise of the Beasts Mirage in his robot mode. Now, I do not hate the robot mode at all. I love the robot mode. I love it, 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 I love it. Okay? The robot mode and the car mode look very, very beautiful. However, getting from car mode to robot mode and robot mode to car mode, pure fucking hell. What in the fuck were you doing, Hasbro? Are you on drugs? No. Why would you do that? to get him into car mode, to flip this back, you have to fold these in and just make sure that they're all tabbed in before you bring the chest, or before you do that, you then have to bring the chest up, push these in at the same time, and then close this gap up so that nothing else. It is so annoying. MGO shows you how to do it. I don't want to do it because I would rather get him from vehicle to robot mode. So, however, once he is in robot mode, it's beautiful. It's wonderful. Like, it's a beautiful, beautiful robot mode. Like, I mean, in the instructions they tell you to have the door hanging off the side like this. Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Straighten it out to make it look like this. It looks much better, looks much more screen accurate, and it does way less damage to your figure. So, and it also gives him a little bit more mobility, excuse me. Gives him way more mobility. So, backpack is not too bad at all. So, yeah. Alrighty. So, now that we've taken a look at him in vehicle mode, now that we've taken a look at him in robot mode, now let's get him into some scale comparisons once we get him standing. Alright. Now, here he is next to core class girl he wishes he could have dated in high school. Here's the jock who he was slightly annoyed with, but happy when he went to his funeral. Here's the guy here's the father figure he's constantly disappointing. Here's foreign kid number 1. Here's buff foreign kid number 1, to be specific. And here is the jock from the other countries, who's really good at javelin, who made you pee your pants. Now, here we go into the ranking of the figures. So, the ranking of this figure, I'm going to have to rank this figure a 7.2. Now, I say 7.2 because it just... getting him from car mode to robot mode and robot mode to car mode, I can't do that, man. That just... Every time you want to see this guy in car mode, I can't do that transformation. That transformation is just... It scares me to even think that I might want to put him back into his Porsche mode. But this robot mode is much more... This suffices. And the reason why we don't have Rise of the Beasts, mainline Wheeljack, and mainline Mirage to have comparisons with is because I sold them, because I got this guy, and I got the pre-order in for the Studio Series version. So that's the reason why we didn't have them in the review. So, anywho, this is Thomas Fenna1 saying, don't forget to subscribe to Optination Reviews. Oh, before I forget, also, do not forget to check out Planet Toys, where we're going to be going on Black Friday sales here pretty soon. So please don't forget to check it out here. And if you check out our channels here, we'll be giving away codes here within the next couple of weeks, so that you can get even more off of your Black Friday deals at Planet Toys. So, don't forget to check out Planet Toys, a world built by collectors. And don't forget to check out Optination Reviews, Beastman Reviews, Jordy's Rail Videos, Riveted Reviews, Patrick with a Y, and iStar552, Take Along Productions, as I know they all do some pretty good stuff. And this is Thomas Fenna1 saying, don't forget to keep playing with your toys. Goodbye.